Hey, this is Brandon Stone with NetFortris and Bill Stayart with Image Source. We're super happy to be here at the Kairos convention, and thank you so much, Terrence and Lori, for putting this together. You guys did an amazing job for a beautiful cause, and we're just excited to be a part of this community and process, and to be able to help our fellow men and women, communicate better and more efficiently. And it's cost effectively, and really is the main thing. And Bill Stayart is a part of Image Source, and we partner with these guys, and they've actually have their own booth, and so does Visual Edge because they're a partner company. And so I encourage you to definitely visit those booths to learn more all about they can do, because they're a technology resource. They really can be outsourced for any type of technology that you can think of to help your business grow cost effectively and efficiently. So NetFortris, we've been in business for 30 years. I've been with the company for 15 plus years. But our point in this whole process is to help customers communicate. Okay, and we offer a technology called Unified Communications as a Service, and it's basically a hosted phone system solution that works in the cloud, where you don't have to have an on-premise solution that you're paying for up front, and you're having to manage and maintain it through hourly rates from somebody coming out to roll a truck and such. And an annual maintenance fee that you usually have to pay. Plus, you have to pay for your usage on that phone system, right? We provide a solution that's always on and has the technology that provides virtualization and geo-redundancy, so it simply will never go down, which is a great thing, but also has no upfront costs. The phones we provide for free. So it allows you to communicate effectively and efficiently, within your organization without any upfront costs and without any maintenance charges and ongoing service fees for somebody to come out to make changes for you. But not only that, it provides you with best-of-breed technology and communications tools to allow you to communicate so effectively internally and externally, with congregations. Pastors are able to use their mobile devices to make calls from the church's outbound caller ID, masking their personal cell phone number. And they love that because they can stay in touch with their congregation, but they don't have to give out their personal number. It's a big deal for a lot of folks, and the technology is so nice in that fact that it really helps churches communicate more effectively. That being said, you can also customize the way that churches communicate from the outside world, from missions, to prison reform, or any kind of social, department that you might have and be utilizing. You can have them call into a specific number dedicated to that particular department or campaign or strategy that you're trying to accomplish. Not just for churches, but for corporate wide and all that. But point being is you can have your own musical hold, you can have your own experience, you can have your own call trees and your own mission through a single point phone system, right? And you can get as simple or as complicated as you wish. But point being is you can track it. You have a full reporting engine that can make sure that you're putting your money where it should be, right? Especially if it's relating to, monetary feedback, right? If you're putting your advertising dollar into a certain spot, you want to make sure you're getting your money's worth, right? So you can track your dollar to ensure it's providing value, right? And that being said, we also provide internet connectivity, okay? We are a national service provider, and we are an aggregator. So basically, we have relationships with every single internet service provider across the nation, okay? For every single type of internet connectivity you could think of. Fiber and broadband are the most common, but there's, fixed wireless and satellite and 4G wireless backup and all of those, internet connectivities that you could potentially think of, we can provide. But point being is businesses always want to be on. They always want to have always on internet because internet's important to most businesses and they can't run without it. right? Churches and congregations are doing more streaming nowadays, and we can provide a solution that prioritizes those streaming services to ensure that they're always jitter-free, okay? And ensure that those messages get to the congregation, and it's cost effective as well, of course. But a lot of churches are doing large streaming services. But point being is we can prioritize that because we have the technology to do so. And it's called SD-WAN. Bill, I wanted to give you a chance to speak. I know that you've been sitting here stealing all the thunder. But Bill, he is a big part of this partnership. I want to give him a chance to speak real quick, and then I can talk a little bit more about the technology associated with SD-WAN and how it helps businesses, and maybe show you a little of the software. And we want to make it simple for you guys. We're not going to get too technical, but we do want to ensure that, if you want always-on internet connectivity and the ability to communicate from any device, anywhere, you have a partner in NetFortris and Image Source. So go ahead, Bill.
Well, SD-WAN, thank you, Brandon. SD-WAN is software-defined wide area networking. And really, it's magic is what it is. You use two different last-mile carriers, right? And they plug into a magic box. And that magic box has software in it, and it automatically determines where the best path is to send that data traffic down. It'll parse those packets out, right, into little pieces, and in nanoseconds, it decides what the best path is for that data. So think of it kind of like Google Maps. You're driving, and Google Maps giving you your directions, and all of a sudden it says, hey, you're going to save 15 minutes if you go this way. But yeah. My brain doesn't think in nanoseconds, so I have to change my course. But SD-WAN does that automatically for your internet traffic, for your bandwidth, and you can shape it, right? You can shape that traffic and send it and prioritize what the most important pieces of data are. And you don't have to do that yourself. We do that for you. If you have a big IT department, of course, you can do it yourself. But it is really an extremely elegant solution and piece of software and service that keeps your internet always on. And as Brandon said, internet has become just as important as electricity to doing business.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much. And the other thing about it also really is the SD-WAN allows you to prioritize the mission critical applications, no matter what it is. It could be voice. It could be your Zoom. It could be your connection to your Azure account. It could be, whatever it is, your ERP, whatever is important to your business, we can ensure that it has prioritization. And it gets the bandwidth it needs to ensure success, for your business always on continuity. Okay. And that being said, there's maybe a couple things I wanted to show you guys on the software side of things. Bill, do you know where we're at time-wise? I have not been keeping track. Are you familiar?
You're doing good, Brandon.
Okay, all right. Well, you're not even telling me because I guess you don't know? You don't either. We're just going to wing it. Okay, so the application that you're looking at here real quick, for businesses, small, big, large, doesn't matter, multi-site organizations, no matter where you are, you can communicate effectively with our solution. Very low cost. No cost for the phone solution. We have nonprofit discounts as well. So don't be afraid of this solution from a cost perspective. Why we're here, because we can provide this at a low cost for the masses. Okay, and this application here is called HUD, and it's just a brilliant piece of software. We built this from the ground up. This is our own proprietary stuff, right? We didn't buy it from somebody else and call it our own. This is our own stuff, and this allows you to see exactly what's going on within whatever business you're in across all your locations and home workers. Folks could be working from home, working from different office, all in one spot, doesn't matter. But the point being, you can see who's on the phone and available in a way, and you can communicate effectively, depending upon the situation. So I can click on any one of my employees, and ladies and gentlemen, if I can read, I can use this, right? It is not rocket science. I can chat somebody even when they're on the phone. I don't have to wait for them to get off the phone to communicate, right? And which is great, right? It just increases productivity and interoperability between everybody within your organization, no matter where they are. You know, within this kind of world we're living in right now, you know, everybody's wanting to use video collaboration tools or wanting to use tools that allow them to work from home in certain situations, because who knows what's going to happen next, right? It's nice to know, and I've been working out of my home office, guys, for the past 15 years, okay? And I'm selling phone systems, so it works, okay, and it works well. But it just, you know, I don't want to get too deep into this because we're going to provide personalized demonstrations to anyone who is interested in seeing the solution up close and personal, because it can really cook your breakfast, guys. It's got the Zoom included for free. Everybody's using Zoom, right? We're including it for free as part of our seat licenses. You know, you're paying $17.99 if you go to Zoom Direct. We're including that with our license, and our seat cost is in and around $17.99 with a phone included. Okay, so guys, I mean, I just encourage you to reach out. Let's get a personal meeting going, because we're gonna every customer is different, right? And every customer has, you know, particular pain points that are important to them. Okay,
but Brandon, that even includes unlimited phone calling to the United States, right? There's no such thing as long distance or inter LATA or out of LATA. It's as many phone calls as you can make or get inside the United States, and 14 foreign countries or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, the countries that are not free are a couple of cents a minute, right? You know, but you know, point being, this is going to take the place of analog lines that you have today, long distance charges you have today, any maintenance charges you have today with your existing phone solution, or one-time charges for someone coming out to roll a truck and charge you by the hour to make a change, because all that stuff is included within our solution as you know, part of the process. And it's not only that, but you know, doesn't matter how big or small you are. We provide platinum level support to our customers that are brought to us by ImageSource, because of that relationship is so strong. And that's a dedicated phone number that actually goes to our tier 2 and tier 3 most tenured folks. Okay, best and brightest folks, and it's front of the line access. So we're not just, you know, this ginormous company that's going to, you know, treat you like a little one whenever you do sign up with us. We're going to treat you like one of our largest, most precious customers, because you are. And that really has a lot to do with the fact that, you know, that you're partnered with ImageSource, or we are, and you're brought to us by them, basically, because this is a sponsored event with them, right? Does that make sense? You know, but
it does. And Brendan, I think sometimes people, it does. And sometimes I think people get confused when they see the software and they think, oh, I have to use the software. Well, you don't have to use the software. You can use a phone. You can just pick up the phone. You can dial it like a phone. You can slam it down when you're, like a phone.
Yeah.
It's a phone. It works like a phone. And it also includes software that works like a phone, a soft phone. So you don't have to have a bunch of phones around if you don't want to. And it also includes HUD Mobile, which is what you see there on the screen, but runs on, one of these smartphones. So basically, I like to tell people that HUD is like, well, it's like a smartphone for your office phone system. That's really what it is. It combines multiple technologies, lets you do conferencing really easy. It's a lot of fun to use. It's collaborative, and it can have all kinds of different user experiences with every department and or ministry inside your business.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's easy to use. Once you start using it, you'll be like, wow, I'm wondering why we never used that before, or something like this before. Just from a transferring perspective, say I want to get this call over to Paul, I can just drag and drop it to Paul, right? How easy is that? I get my missed calls I made throughout my day. I want to call someone back from history, click it, my phone rings. Okay, I want to check my voicemail, I can listen to them, or I can read them. And they get transcribed here. I can call them right back. Okay, when I hit that button, my phone begins to ring to Elliot. You can download that message or mark it as unread or delete it. Voicemails also come to your email, and you can listen to them there or read them there. They also get sent to your HUD Mobile. You can read them or listen to them there as well. Okay, There is a text, well, there's call center real quick, so you can do real-time stats on inbound calls, barging, monitoring, whispering. You listen to your employees talk, see how they're doing on calls, whisper into their ear and coach them. And they can hear you, but the customer can't. You know, you can barge the call and join it. And those are all permission-based. Don't get, worried about the fact that you're going to get your calls listened to. We can make that to where it's just a permission-based feature, or it is a permission-based feature, and you can decide who does what when, right? You have the Zoom, of course, and then the Zip Whip allows you to text from your business phone system and phone number, and masking your personal cell. And it's great because actually I never knew I needed it until I had it, right? And so I was getting but text back from folks that I'm actually calling on my business line. And having Bill, should I show your landscaping?
No, you don't need to show my landscape.
I'm going to show it. It's too late. I'm going to show it.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, see, Bill's got his landscaping. He's super proud of it.
Before and afters, yeah. So the case in point here is I thought I was texting his cell phone, but I texted the wrong number, and because he had Zip Whip, the pictures came through. But really, there's a whole new generation of youngsters out there that have hair. And they think every number can be text. And so business texting has become a big deal. We have it. It's right there.
Sure. And that's true. I mean, again, like I said, I never actually knew I needed it because I never knew. I was getting texts back from folks I'm trying to have business conversations with. But, that being said, folks, thank you so much for your time. I'm pretty sure we're over 20. I wanted to, reiterate the fact that we are dedicated to providing solutions for customers that want always-on internet and want to communicate faster, more efficiently at a low cost. Okay, and we'll bend over backwards to solve your problems and work with you and for you to ensure that you're successful. And thank you so much again for your time. We appreciate it. Again, Brandon, we have a link to a landing page on our portal, our virtual booth, if you will, which should allow you to put your information if you want a more in-depth conversation or some personalized presentations and or proposals. And we thank you so much, guys, for your time again. And thank you, and God bless.